Hello, crafters! This is Suzanne from A Creative Muse, and I'm here with a new product by Simon Hurley. This is Neon Lunar Paste. I must be having some luck on Friday because all my jars are facing up and staying in place. I hope you guys have a great Easter this weekend, but I wanted to take some time to show you the new offerings from Simon Hurley. 7 jars of lunar paste in these fabulous, beautiful, bright, and bold neon colors. Over here, as you can see, I have them swatched out in white cardstock and black cardstock. There are 7 jars. Each jar is 2 ounces. And let's talk about all these fabulous names. I even use my dome foam. Look at that bright, beautiful color. And then I use Tim Holtz's little mini dome foam ink blending tool. I love this little thing. I wasn't sure about it, but after using it, I was like, this is not bad. So before I start moving everything, all 7 jars are available as a bundle. If you want to buy it as a bundle, that'll be bundled together with a little discount on it. Or you can buy individual jars in your favorite colors. And then we're going to talk about all these amazing colors. Okay, crafters, so the jars seem to like being on my craft mat. They aren't rolling too much. So the first color is Hot Mess in pink, No Chill in blue, Mood Ring purple, Yellow Jacket in yellow, Dart Frog is green, Tangent orange, and Voltage, a definite bright neon yellow. This is a 1980s yellow color. Love. Now let's look at the swatch. This is on white cardstock, and you see I have each color right here swatched out in order so you can see what they look like. White cardstock and black cardstock. In black cardstock, it's going to be more intense. I used a small palette knife to kind of build it up. But if you put it on thin, see how you can see the black shining through? So you can mute the color down a little bit if you wish, or do like 2 swipes and then you'll get it thicker. Because I applied it in this direction, that's why you're seeing it thinned out there. A little bit of the black will shine through if the color solid is too bright for you. And then here it is on white. In the white, I think it's more bright, summery. Here in the black, I think it's more dramatic, and it's just different, but one jar works both ways. Yay. Alrighty, now let's look at my examples. 7 jars of lunar paste. You can die cut this too. You can use a stencil with a palette knife. You can also, or a scraper. Simon has a palette scraper set with a very low price point, so I will link that below. Everything I'm showing you, I'm detailing and linking below, including the bundle option. Here's my first example. This is an A2 card featuring these 2 Neon Lunar Paste, Dart Frog and No Chill on white cardstock. So these are the 2 colorways. I was doing like a sky and grass with this floral card, okay? For the florals here, I'm using Simon's new Everyday Foliage dies. I cut 2 of this one and this to have like a silhouette look. So the florals are in black and then the background in white with the Neon Lunar Paste. This is from Simon's new Tulip Garden collection. Love that collection. I put the black foliage in the back, glued on to the embossed card base. Then I popped this up. And then I used a new product from Spellbinders to do that little bit of splatter. Because this flower was so dark and it is blending into this one, I came on with a new product at Spellbinders, which is called Splatter White. This is an opaque watercolor. Did a light tapping right here. Some of it is out here, but it's mostly here in the center. So because I had put that splatter on it, I think it offers a little contrast. And I popped this up, so it's not just black on top of black. You can see a little bit of depth in it. At least I hope you can see it because I can see it in person. This is also from the Tulip Garden collection. It's 24 dies, so there are 12 sentiments here. You get happy birthday, thinking of you, thanks, thank, so you could do thank you, love, hugs, hello, congrats, and friend. Here I did black cardstock with vellum on top, then white cardstock. It would be more dramatic if I had kept it black, but it was going to be too much black and white, so I just put that little bit of vellum and that kind of evened it out. This is 2 inches wide for that thinking and 1 inch tall, okay? Just to give you a sizing of it. Great way to layer it up, and these are popped up off of that base. This white cardstock base, this is Spellbinders 2D embossing folder of the month. Love this. Meandering floral embossing folder. So super pretty. And then on that embossed card base, I used just my finger and then just rub it in. Rub in some green, came on then, and rub in some blue, and then built everything on top. So it's a silhouette style. I like it on this A2 card. And you could do anything here. Happy birthday. You could change these colors if you wish. So that's card number 1. Then I started to go a little bit more off the standard card making. I was having fun with these colors. Why not? Do you know what I was thinking too, actually? These colors, because they are so fun and bright, I think because summer is coming, and if you are going to have the kids at home and you want to get them into crafting, maybe some of these bright, fun colors would be great to do projects with them. You guys make cards together. They can make cards for their friends, because these type of colors will, you know, they're more fun. And you could get like 1 or 2 stencils, 1 or 2 of these pots, because by itself, this has a low price point. Just a little palette knife, and you guys make a bunch of card bases and have fun and explore. So this might be a fun project for younger folks as well. And if you want to get them into card making, or if you love neon colors, it's all here. It's all fun and it's all good. These are some bright colors. Up next, speaking of young folks and bright colors and making a birthday card. This is so much fun. This could be anything. I don't know where this idea came from. With this card, I'm exploring these 3 colors: Hot Mess, Mood Ring, and No Chill, in that order. This is a little bit over an A2 because I have my little dino and the balloons and all that going on. It's roughly a A6, which is 4.5 by 6.25, okay? This is where I used these wonderful foam tools, kind of like a pouncing with it. You take the medium and you just pounce, 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 pounce. Now, if you are going to put it here on your glass mat, it will clean, but don't let it dry hard on your glass mat, because then you're going to have to put in some elbow grease cleaning it. Once it dries, it can become permanent, but it's not going to be permanent on here. You're just going to have to really work to clean it off. Have a scratch piece of paper, put the paste, and then just throw away the paper. But I just put some here and then just dab, 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 like that. And created this kind of a rainbow. I didn't want a full rainbow because I still wanted to have that white space, because I do have a lot going on here. So this is what the dome foam looks like. I only had 2 dome foams. And the other dome foams I have were assigned to ink colors, and I did not want to use a ink dome foam with ink on it and then put this on top. I wasn't sure what was going to happen. I didn't want to find out. That's when I took this little mini one in the purple and just came on. Doop, doop, doop. And it was funny. When I did the blue and the pink, because the pink came all the way to right here, actually, it did make purple, but not a pretty purple. So this went on top of it. You can mix these colors, but it wasn't as pretty as using this. So I went over it and created that. Hopefully I'm making sense. I took some black acrylic paint and did splatter like what you see here. I also used, this is not the splatter white. This looks like I did silver, just a little extra splatter, okay? Because if it was this product, this would be bright white. It wouldn't be kind of dulled down. It looks like a gray color that I used. Then I had this background done. I think this is so nice. And it has a nice texture. Almost feels like stucco. You hear it? So when you put it on smooth, it feels smooth like this. But when you dab it this way, it has a nice feel to it too. Whoever the recipient is, if they love textures and color, maybe use the dome foam instead, because this has a really nice feel. I like that. So for my die cuts, I'm using from the Monster Birthday Collection at Spellbinders. This little die set. Spellbinders has sent me the whole thing, but I had purchased this after the fact. This is my first time using it. There is a pack of monster eyes. That's what I have here in the center. I think this is so much fun. The size you would use for the dino would be like this size, not the big one, the second to the largest. And I made my dino here. This is teal topaz and spruce cardstock. She is a girl. I was going to put the florals on it, but it was going to be too much. So I just did the little eyelash and that was it. I needed some balloons. And I went into an awesome set, which goes on sale all the time too. So this might be one you want to add to your crafty stash. This is color block balloons, and I used this balloon in black, white, and then I added a little bit of yellow in it as well. Took some Spellbinder's silver glitter cardstock and did those tails. So fun. Let me give you a measurement on this dino. If you are thinking of maybe getting a few of these neon colors, if you're going to have the kids, you want to have a little crop with them, this dino is a great little die set too. 3 inches wide by 2.5 inch tall. And the balloons are just fabulous. They're roughly 2 inches wide for that largest one, okay? So love this set. Color block balloons. Got my little monster birthday dino. And then the sentiment. This is a sentiment set that I always say is fun, youthful sentiment set. Love the bubble font. So I did happy birthday. This is the popular sentiments dies. There is happy birthday, best wishes, just a note, and thank you for. Let me give you the measurement on that birthday so you can get a feel. 2 3/4 inch wide by 1/2 inch tall. So this is card 2. Exploring the Neon Lunar Paste, then just saying, I'm going to have some fun with this Neon Lunar Paste. I love both cards. I think this is so much fun. And then, of course, you could change the colorways if you wish and explore further with these. And I love this. This is the first time I'm using a dome foam with this. And if you want to get even more tips and tricks, watch Simon's video. He has a few videos, some shorts and some videos on his YouTube channel and on Instagram too. Okay, crafters, up next, continuing the fun. This one is my Who Let the Dogs Out Dog It play card. Another A6 sizing. Because I wanted the height, I had some of these images stamped out and heat embossed in the back here for a while, from the time this released last year. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to just leave them stamped out black and white. I did not color them in, except for right there, the little ball in his mouth, and just see what I can do and have some fun. So on this one, I'm using 6 colors. The only color I'm not using is the Hot Mess. On here at the bottom, I did a little angle. I just used some mint tape just to do that little masking. And then I applied on the bottom here, finger method again. When I apply it thin, the black shines through. This is tangent. And then up here, that's the standard black cardstock. The embossing folder in the back. Hopefully Spellbinder still has this one, because this I think is fabulous with this Lunar Paste. It has that pink look, and it is called Splatter. This is a 2D embossing folder at Spellbinders, and it's an oversized embossing folder. 5.5 inch wide, 8.5 inch tall. So I just ran it through my die cut machine and then did that little bit of blending with the tangent. This is tangent as well. So how I came with the little ball is from this set. This was a huge steal recently at Spellbinders. I even featured it in one of my Steals and Deals sale. This is called Hot Diggity Dog. This is also by Simon. I believe this is a 6x9 inch stamp. You get 9 dogs in here in all versions of action and play. Love this set. There's even a cat one too. I will link the cat one below. So you can add this to your wish list if you're interested in something like this. I think this is fun. What was a steal recently was the combination of the die and the stamp. These are high quality photopolymer stamps. And then here are the dies. The die cuts out all 9 dogs, a bone, and 2 balls. So now with those little balls that they're playing with, colored this one with some Copic markers. The rest of them, I swatched out like this. I think this is actually on black. Let's look. Yeah. So I swatched it out on black cardstock. Once this dries, you just put the die on top of it. Look how it die cuts so well. Then I used a white Jelly Roll pen and did that little highlight on each ball. The whole ball play was inspired by this. I think he's a German Shepherd. So I just added some more in all the other colors except the pink. And then the sentiment here is also from Simon. This is called Everyday Sentiments Dies. Love this set. This is 20 dies, so there are 10 sentiments in here. Thank you, thanks, happy birthday, thinking of you, hugs, hello, and love. So it's kind of like the same set of sentiments in this one, but this one is a more scripty font, and this one definitely bolder. Let me give you a measurement on birthday. 2 3/4 inch wide, 3/4 inch tall. I like the dogs that play in that arch shape that I was working with and then the little hello. You can keep these Neon Lunar Paste small like this and have fun that way too. If I wanted, I could have also brought this on, but I think it would have been overkill. Everything here is popped up. This card I wanted to use a stencil with. So I took out one of my favorite stencils from Spellbinders. I love this hummingbird texture stencil. This is from BB's Hummingbird collection. It's 3 separate stencils, so I like to just use one piece. You could line them up and keep going. I use this center panel right here. I brought out Yellow Jacket for this one. I had this background done. I brought in Simon's Brilliant Butterflies. This is a fabulous set. It goes on sale from time to time, so you might want to add this one to your wish list at Spellbinders, okay? The butterflies it looks like I used was this, and this. Cut them out in black cardstock. With the black on black, I was like, oh goodness, this is too much. So I brought in some vellum for the shadow. This biggest one, let me give you a quick measurement on that. 3 inches wide by 2.5 inch tall. This little baby one, you could do a lot of the baby ones. 1.5 by 1.25, okay? And I think with the vellum in the back, that offers the break from the black with the black. I just staggered my butterflies, purposely left an open space here for a sentiment. I thought I was going to keep something like this, but then I came on with that same everyday sentiments in birthday. White cardstock for the shadow, cut black cardstock, then staggered Spellbinders brush gold cardstock here for the birthday on top. You see how I did the shadow? Just a little stagger over. You get an offset, or some people call it a drop shadow. The butterflies were so dark. This center was so solid. So I came on with some pearls from my stash in yellow. And I think that mimics back this kind of a dot shape. These two could be birthday, thinking of you, thank you. Both of these have a mixed media feel, especially this one. And then, of course, I came on with a ton of fun here. So you can make standard cards, and then you can really just go to the extreme with these beautiful Neon Lunar Pastes. All right, crafters, in summary, there are 7 fabulous jars of fun. You could just do like a combination like this. You could really play with all the colors like so. Whichever color speaks to you, if you want to just try one jar. Like I said, it doesn't have a terribly high price point. Hot mess. I normally go for the pink, but then I really love this purple and I love this yellow jacket. It's not as bright as Voltage. If it's too bright for you, I like that he offered both options, okay? Alrighty, crafters. Yay, Simon. I like this neon fun, just in time for summer, just in time for if I had the kids at home and I had to entertain them. Oh, I would buy some of this and some stencils and be like, we're going to make some cards. What? Once they start playing with it, especially with the stencil or little die cutting. My daughter, she has special needs, and I recently made a card with her. Oh, she was enjoying die cutting. Let me tell you, she was just like cranking and smiling. Don't discount it. Give it a try. See if you can get them into crafting. Don't call it crafting. Just say we're going to have some fun. We're going to make some cards. Don't label it, because once you label it, they're going to be like, I don't want to do crafting. Just be like, we're just going to have some fun. Okay? For an hour. Then 4 hours pass by doing all this stuff. Alrighty, crafters. Until the next video, have fun with Neon Lunar Paste. Stay crafty, my friends. Bye.